Fellas, today, well not today, but this week is the semi-finals match for me and Tanner. Oh my, like, the excitement is getting to me. It's been a couple months now, but we're finally here. It's been a couple months since I've used my team last, and there's no shot, no way I am letting myself get beat again in the semifinals. I ain't letting it happen. Now. I'm not, like I said, I'm not getting beat in the semifinals again. Last seed, I was second seed, lost in semis to JC. This season, I'm second seed, and I'm winning in semis to make it to the finals, and I'm beating Tanner. But again, like last season, JC was probably the hardest team for mine to beat, and this season, it's just this fucking flower Comfey. I get past this fucking flower, this game is wraps. Now, in a more serious tone, it's not that easy. Not that easy. Let's get into the analytical side of things. Now, you can call this scumbaggery all you want, but I went through Tanner's team right here from his own video, and I have his whole sets copy and pasted. Well, not I made them myself, but essentially copy and pasted from the one time this season we played seriously. And these were his sets. Again, the only surprising thing was one, his Glade was actually timid, it wasn't jolly, so that was fun. I can't believe I lost to him when he ran a timid Glade, but the Hydreigon Scarf surprised me a little bit. Not really, but it did surprise me. And Magnet Nihilego, I was not expecting at all. And Kibia Berry, which is very important, which we'll get to in a bit. But Kibia Berry, Comfey, what Comfey set is probably the most important thing to figure out in this game, and I'll explain why a little bit later. But this was the team he brought last time. Leftovers Lantern, Kibia Berry Comfey, Sash Blacephalon, Magnet Nihilego, Scarf Hydreigon, and Mega Glade. Now, last time, he absolutely bozoed me. Absolutely. So, before I get into what team I'm bringing, this is what I think he's going to bring. Now again, ever since I lost, hold on, let's change up the music, because Elseam is good, but it's a little distracting, just a little bit distracting. Can we get some, like, nice vibes in the back? Is this vibes? Yeah, this is kind of vibes. Alright, my bad. Sorry. Y'all know how I am about my music. But, so ever since I lost to Tanner the first time, I've been preaching, and he understands, my only resistance to Comfey is Empoleon. And if he takes that down, he wins. And last game, he did that. He killed Comfey, or he killed Empoleon with Magnet, Thunderbolt, Nihilego, which is very good. But I think he's going to change it. Now, for the 6 that he's bringing, I think it's going to be the same, and I'll explain why. Let me pull over this. So, my reasoning goes like this. Regidrago he's not bringing, because it makes absolutely no sense. Torterra's a maybe. Torterra's a weird one, because if he brings it, I think it's going to be the defensive one and not the Rock Polish. Because if he is Rock Polish, like, he's been bringing it all season, I think he knows that I'm going to be expecting it. So I think if he does bring it, it's going to be defensive, so he can deal with, like, Infernape and stuff more easily. Minior scares me a lot. It actually really does scare me, but he hasn't been bringing it at all. The last time he brought it was, like, against Chase, like, week 5 or 6, and before that was like week 2 or 3, so I'm not expecting Minior because that's essentially dead weight on his roster. And Goodra, he traded for Goodra, and Goodra is an issue for me because I can't bring Hitmontop, so I can't triple axle it, and if I did, he would expect it, so that's not going to work. So it kind of forces my hand into bringing Dragapult, which I don't like doing. But I found a way around it, and I'll explain why in a minute. So Torterra's probably not, Minior's probably not, Gudreza maybe, and Regidrago I don't see. So again, I think it just makes the most sense for them to bring the same 6, because I believe they're the best 6 to bring for the match. And last time it worked super well, so why not bring them again? Just change up the sets a little bit. The reason why I have Hydreigon coming over Goodra is because if he doesn't have Hydreigon, he literally gets 6-0'd by Earthquake. Literally gets 6-0'd by Earthquake. And again, I'll go over my team in a bit. Okay, my team's on this one. I was about to say, where the fuck is my team? Woo! Alright. But again, since he understands that Empoleon is the only thing that can really beat Comfey, I think he's going to change the berry from Kebia, which is the poison resistance, to the steel one in Babiri. Again, I think Babiri would make more sense, because I think he's going to expect me to run more steel moves to proc, or to like kill it. I think he could change it. Again, he could. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps Kebia, but I would assume he might change it to Babiri. Another thing would be Rocky Helmet, but I think if he doesn't have a Babiri or a Kebia Berry, this Comfey just like kind of insta-dies. So I think he needs Babiri or Kebia. I'm going to go with Babiri this time. Last time he had Giga Drain. Giga Drain does absolutely nothing to my team. The more scary set would be if he had Stored Powered, because Stored Power would get through Infernape and it would do more damage to Landorus and shit. So I think Stored Power makes more sense. Taunt, he needs it, because if I bring Audino, I can kind of stall him out with Toxic, Protect, Wish. And Draining Kiss, Calm Mind, yeah. But it's important to note that this doesn't have Defog, and we'll get to that later. Gallade, I think he's going to realize he was timid last time, or he might not even realize it, but he's going to be jolly this time. He's not going to be timid again. But yeah, I expect the same set except Poison Jab. Swords Dance over Poison Jab, because Close Combat actually does more to Mega Audino than Poison Jab. I think it does like 1 or 2% more. So there's no reason for him to bring Poison Jab, because Ice Punch is there for Shaman as well. And Landorus, so it covers both. So I think the scarier set would just be SD, because if he gets an SD up, I kind of just lose. Like, actually, Gallade is like a massive threat to my team. And other than that, normal Gallade. Last time, he was fully defensive Lantern, and I expect it again, because if not, Infernape kind of goes ape wild on him, and it can kind of just like stall out shit. So again, I don't expect him to be Toxic Protect again, because again, I think he has to change. If he's bringing the same 6, he has to change up the sets. So he brings the same exact team. He's just, I literally have his exact sets downloaded on my computer. So if he brings the same sets, he's absolutely trolling. I think he's bringing Scald, because Scald burns are good. Toxic, because Toxic is still going to do really good in my team. If I bring no, he won't be able to Toxic Protect, but he can still Toxic it. Volt Switch is there for initiative, and Thunderbolt's just there to just weaken Empoleon, because his game plan is going to be weaken Empoleon, get it low, and just, yeah, just be ready for just damage on Empoleon. Just, his game plan is going to be get through Empoleon, Comfey wins. That's how it was last time. This time, I think he's going to be Scarf Blacephalon. I think it's going to be a normal set, except I am expecting Mind Blown. Mostly because Mind Blown, like, it just helps nuke Audino more. And just, again, Blacephalon is scary, but Gallade and Comfey, in my opinion, are his win cons. Like, if he gets an SD up with Gallade, or if like my checks to Comfey die, like, they just win. That's not to say Blacephalon isn't a win con, but I think it would make more sense for Blacephalon to either cripple something with Trick and just get damage off, or just to just nuke shit with Mind Blown. So, expecting that. Last time he was Magnet, and I expect him to change it to Life Orb. Life Orb because it allows him to get a little bit more damage off, and he's not, like, it just allows him to do more damage overall rather than just the T-Bolt. And I'm expecting T-Spikes again because it really threw me off last time. And T-Spikes are really good in my team. They're not really good, but they're pretty decent into my team. So I am expecting pretty much the same set. The only change would be getting rid of Power Gem for Hidden Power Ice. That way he can hit my landers. So that's good to know. And Hydreigon, I think it has to be a defensive set with like Roost, Defog, U-turn. Because if he doesn't have Defog, he loses. And I'll explain why in a minute. I think he needs Defog. I think he needs Roost if he wants it to be like tanky. I think he needs U-turn for initiative. Then I think he needs Dark Pulse for just hitting shit. Like just hitting my Dragapult and stuff. He could have like Draco, but again, Draco or Dark Pulse kind of interchangeable here. But I think this is going to be a defensive Hydreigon. Sash, maybe not. But I really don't, like, maybe leftovers, because he doesn't, no, he has leftovers on land. So I don't know what, maybe heavy duty boots, but maybe Sash. I don't really know what item Hydreigon's going to have, but I'm expecting a kind of a defensive set. So the EV's kind of not really there, but you know what I mean. I'm expecting it to be Roost Defog, because again, he can't really fit Defog onto Comfey if he wants Taunt. That's important. So now onto my team. In Calcs, there's some important things to note here. Last time he played me, he ran Modest Nihilego, which hit 305 speed. Offensive Jolly Landorus hits 309. And I've been bringing Landorus defensively most of the time. And last time I played Tanner, I was Rock Polish, so I didn't even have that much speed investment anyway. So, he would still outspeed me without a Rock Polish. And I think he's just going to just do Modest for the damage. And I think I can catch him lacking. Because my Landorus will outspeed a Nihilego, which should never happen. But I think for the sake of just, if I bring Landorus, number one, I don't think he's going to expect me to bring Landorus again, because last time it didn't do bad, but it got one shot by Ice Punch game 2. So that, no, I don't know. He wasn't expecting it the last time we played anyway. Our second game, I swept him with it, so maybe he's expecting a little bit because of that. But other than that, he has no switch into Choice Banded Earthquake. Again, the Hydreigon is the only thing that can come in, but U-turn's doing like 60 and Superpower one-shots. U-turn's there for momentum purposes, and fourth move, I actually did not need a move. So fourth move, I just went with Rocks, because Rocks, again, everything on his team gets one shot after Rocks. So if I can get Rocks up, whether it's with Empoleon or Landorus, I'm feeling extremely comfortable in this game. Extremely comfortable. So again, Rocks are just there because if I can get them up, it's good. And again, if I expect them to switch out into Hydreigon, instead of U-turning, I can get Rocks up instead if I decide to. So Rocks are just there to be there, but for the most part, this is what I think is the best set. If something doesn't get one shot by Earthquake, it gets two shot or one shot at the Rocks damage, which is extremely important. Empoleon. Now, I'm probably going to have to get rid of Yawn. I'll explain the set. Rocks, I already went over. Extremely important in this matchup. Let me change the song again. This is just getting in my mind. You know what? We're gonna have no music on for a second, because I really just need to think out loud and make sure this makes sense when I'm saying it out loud. Empoleon, Rocks, I went over. Hold on, let me get a drink here. I'm gonna be bringing Aqua Jet again, because I think it's really good into his team. Even with an attack lowering nature, Empoleon is still faster, or Empoleon still, the roll is a 50-50 if it does half to Blacephalon, which is really good chip, and it does like 30-ish% to Nihilego, so it's just good chip on his Ultra Beast. Flash Cannon, because it hits harder than Metal Claw, even with him being max defense. Because if he doesn't get the Calm Mind up, Flash Cannon hits harder. I believe even at +1, Flash Cannon still hits harder than Metal Claw would anyway. And then right now I have Yawn. Yawn mostly because I expect this game to be super hyper offensive, and if I can force him to just put something to sleep, it really helps out my team. The only issue with Yawn is that I don't have Defog on Landers or Empoleon, and then if he gets Toxic Spikes up or Rocks, they're permanent, which kinda sucks. Not that anything on my team is weak to rocks, but the Toxic Spikes would be brutal for the remaining 4 on my team. So I might get rid of Yawn on Empoleon, but my reasoning is like Yawn, if I can get a Yawn off on something and force something to sleep or force a switch out, if I force a switch out, I can keep yawning to force something to go to sleep. But if I get Defog, it keeps me at the neutral, which my team excels at. If I'm at neutral, it's probably gonna just put Defog on. Because again, I don't want Toxic Spikes getting set up or rocks. That's just the one thing that would really fuck me over. Yeah, I need Defog. I need Defog. As important as Empoleon seems in this game, it's not that important. In my opinion, I believe Kecleon is more important for a number of reasons. One, AV deals with Nihilego, Comfey, and Blacephalon, which are like his 3 heavy hitters. Shadow Sneak does like 70 rocks plus Shadow Sneak one-shots Blacephalon. So if I get rocks up, Kecleon one-shots Blacephalon, he's not even a question in the game, which is really good. Iron Tail plus Ice Punch has a chance to kill Comfey. But since Kecleon has AV, I can just click Iron Tail twice and kill it. It's not really an issue. Even if I miss, he's not really healing that much. So again, I can just kind of just spam Iron Tail to force a Comfey out. Ice Punch is here in case its Torterra comes, and also just a decent hitting move on his dragon, like Hydreigon or Goodra if he brings him, and knock off. I was thinking about bringing Dig, but I didn't want to just him bring Hydreigon out in front of Kecleon every time, and knock off is just like a better, it's more reliable. I brought that. I speed crept Torterra, so if he's defensive Torterra, I will actually outspeed him. And yeah, that's basically Kecleon. It's basically my wall. It's like a bulky hitter. Because again, my team against Tanner, I can't afford to play defensively. He's going to have taunt on his Comfey. And All-No can't do anything. I can't bring Shaman because it's just fodder for his team. I can't bring Hitmontop because it's just more Comfey fodder. I can't bring Sableye because its Prankster is neutralized by Triage. So, and All-No is just like, it's set up fodder for Gallade. Yes, Gallade would be taking like 50% from a Dazzling Gleam, but if he just clicks SD and then just, if he clicks SD on my D-Gleam, like, he literally just wins the game. So I cannot bring All-No. It is such setup fodder. Last time I built for Tanner, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. But I'm kind of glad I did that because now I have the advantage. I know what is really good against me, and I can prep around it, which is good. Next up is Raikou. Calm Mind, baby. I brought it once before against JC, I believe. And that was it. Initially, I wasn't going to bring it because it's like, he's going to bring in Lantern. And Lantern probably eats a Hidden Power Grass pretty well. But last time he was max defense, max HP, and I believe him to be the same again just because he's scared of Infernape. And if he does that, a neutral Hidden Power Grass is like 56% to his Lantern, which is massive. Absolutely massive. So the plan is simple. If I can get a Calm Mind off, Comfey's no longer a threat because I would have the Calm Mind advantage. Magnet Thunderbolt at +1 with 2-shot even at neutral, Magnet Thunderbolt. At neutral, like say me and Comfey both don't have Calm Minds, Magnet Thunderbolt with 2 shots, so he can't switch into it. And if I'm at +1, it's like again, he can't switch into it. Aura Sphere is here for Hydreigon, and then Hidden Power Grass, like I said, is there for the Lantern. Now, with this set, if I'm not at +1, I do not if I'm at neutral, I do not 2-shot Nihilego, which is important. And if he brings Torterra, I don't have Hidden Power Ice, so Torterra walls my Raikou. But again, I don't expect them to bring the Regidrago, the Goodra, the Minior, because he has been bringing it, and the Goodra's a maybe. But again, so that just leaves him with the 6 he brought last time, because again, if he's not bringing those 4, he only has 6 Pokemon left on his team. Simple math. But yeah. Speed Crept. His Gallade is his fastest Pokemon, excluding any Scarfs. So I just Speed Crept the Gallade, put the rest in HP just for, a little bit of bulk. Dragapult. You're probably thinking, why the fuck are you bringing Pult again? Last time, it was such fodder for the Comfey. Why are we bringing it again? I'll tell you why. Nothing eats a Shadow Ball. Literally nothing. Hydreigon comes in. Oh. Dragon Pulse or Draco? Goodra comes in. Let me show you. AV Goodra. So he's normal Goodras that are AV are max special attack, max HP with Assault Vest. It's normally what you do. Dragapult, Choice Specs at modest. Draco 2-shots. Draco 2 hits every time, so he can't switch in, and D-Pulse has a 70% chance to 2-hit. So, even if he's the AV Goodra that seems so hard to get through, I 1-hit it, or 2-hit it. And again, nothing else on his team eats a Shadow Ball outside of Hydreigon. So I just Shadow Ball spam, and everything dies. Draco's there for nuke damage if I need it. Dragon Pulse is there if Dragon is so good against his team as well, so it's there just to be there. Then U-turn, because if I think he's bringing out Comfey, I can do one of two things. One, I can Shadow Ball and do like 70% to it, because like, again, let me pull up that Comfey set. If he's Calm Mind, max bulk, Shadow Ball, I do 54 to 64. So he's taking half. I go into Kecleon, I can just Iron Tail. It just puts on so much pressure on his team. It's ridiculous. So again, even if I expect Comfey to come out, I can either U-turn right out into my Kecleon, or I can get a Shadow Ball first and then switch the next turn. Because even if he gets a Calm Mind off, it doesn't matter because Kecleon is Assault Vest and has insane special defense. So again, as you see with this theme of my team, it's very hyper offensive. It is because I can't afford to play at a if I'm playing on the back foot and I'm playing defensive around the no, I'm not winning this. I'm not winning this game. So, yeah, Dragapult is here, and it's gonna be hitting. It's gonna be hitting. And then next up is Infernape, my boy. Infernape outspeeds Blacephalon by 1 point. So this Infernape outspeeds his entire team, whether they are Choice Scarfed or not. The only thing that would outspeed would be a Shell Smash Minior, which we are, again, I think Minior could actually kind of bozo my team, but I'm not expecting him to bring it because he hasn't been bringing it. And even if he does, I think Landers can eat an Acrobatics, maybe. He is +2 attack. Landorus Therian. Okay, so if he's +2, he actually would like sweep my whole team. Kinda suck, but yeah, so if he's +2, he would actually like, sweep my whole team. But again, he hasn't been bringing Minior, so we're not, again, should be good. But yeah, Infernape outspeeds his whole team. Earthquake deals with Blacephalon and Nihilego. They both get 1-shot. Gunk Shot, again, If he's Babiri Berry on Comfey, like, let me pull up the Comfey again, because I looked at every Comfey calc possible when I was team building for this. If he is the, go back to Infernate. Scarf. Yeah, so if he's Babiri Berry, Gunk Shot 2 shots, and his Draining Kiss does, like, absolutely... That's why I think he needs Sword Power, because Giga Drain does nothing to my team, and if he gets off one Calm Mind, like, Stored Power... Let's say he gets +1. Stored Power would do more, and, yeah. So I think he'd be Stored Power for that reason, and also, Draining Kiss does nothing. It does 20 to 24, and he only recovers 15. 2 Gunk Shots kills. I can literally just face eat the Draining Kiss and kill him with Gunk Shot. So that's maybe why he still brings Kibia again. But again, I think he's going to be more worried about the Empoleon maybe. Because I've been preaching that my only way to beat it is Empoleon this whole season. Kind of true. But even then, like the Banded Lander set I'm bringing. Like, let me do Swords Dance with no bulk. Draining Kiss only does 17 to 20. So really, Comfey's only threatening if it gets off that Calm Mind. And even if it does, like, let me show you. We are Jolly, max attack, but we're banded. Choice band. The fuck is it? Am I stupid? Stupid. Oh, I'm an ability. Oh, that would explain why. For Banded, Earthquake is doing a hefty amount to this thing. It is doing a hefty amount. So again, I can face tank even if he's +1. Even if he's +1, I can eat the Draining Kiss and just kill him with 2 Earthquakes. So again, Comfey is not the answer. His answer to winning, like I said, is the Gallade. The Gallade is the biggest threat to my team. Last time I kind of just inted into the Comfey, and I paid for it. But I think this time I have all 3 choice items too. Choice Band, Choice Specs, Choice Scarf. But yeah, playing this game is simple. Get rocks up by any means. Like, I'm still debating getting rid of Assault Vest on Kecleon just so I can put Stealth Rocks on him. But again, I think even if Empoleon dies, as long as it dies at the right time and it gets rocks up, we're fine. Because again, even if Empoleon dies and he has Toxic Spikes up, if he doesn't have 2 layers, it's fine. If he doesn't, and again, if he doesn't Hazard Sack me, like if he gets rocks and T-Spikes up, I'm probably fucked. But if he just gets like 1 layer of T-Spikes up, I'm kind of fine. Because again, Empoleon's immune and Landorus is immune. So it's just the other ones. But everything on his team is like dying in 1 or 2 hits after rocks. So it's like, I'm kind of okay. This might be copium, but like I really don't, like, again, the only thing I'm worried about is SD Gallade, because if he gets an SD up, like, my team literally insta dies to like everything. Yeah, my whole team dies. So the game plan is this: do not let. But last time we played, he didn't have SD. He had Poison Jab. My hope is that 1, he brings Timid again, because I think that was extremely funny. But 2, he brings Poison Jab again, because it is literally a wasted move slot. It is literally a wasted move slot. Close Combat just does more to Audino. If he just STs up in front of Audino, he can just click Close Combat and kill literally my entire team. So again, that is the scary thing, is Gallade. Gallade is the thing I am most worried about. But again, if I can kill everything else before then, I'm kind of fine. Because again, Raikou's faster, Dragapult is faster, but if he gets an SD up, I think he dies to Shadow. I mean, I'm assuming he dies to Shadow Sneak. +2 attack. I'm Dragapult. Shadow Sneak. I actually live a Shadow Sneak. And this is without my bulk. So even if he's +2, if I'm at max health, he can't get. That's good to know. But either way. If Gallade does not get the SD up, he is not he's still a threat, but we can win. The game plan is simple. 1, get rocks up. Whether I lead Landers or I lead Empoleon, get rocks up. So my thing is this, right? My current game plan for game 1 is this. I kind of want to lead Empoleon again. And I know that's what I did last time, and he just led Nihilego and 2-hit it with Magnet Thunderbolt. This time I'm expecting him to be Life Orb. He could be Power Herb with Meteor Beam and Meteor Beam me and then kill me next turn with Thunderbolt, and then I'd be kind of fucked. But, again, I could find out if he's modest right there and then. Because if he's modest, I bring in Landers and I one-shot it. And 2, I'm Scarf Ape. So even if he is the speed boosting version of the Nihilego, I can just bring it in front of him and one-shot it anyway, so it's not an issue. Either way, game 1, I'm probably going to lead Empoleon and get rocks up just because they're important. Even if he leads Nihilego, he's going to think he instantly wins because I inted my Empoleon again, but this time I actually have a game plan. Game 1, get rocks up. And do not let Hydreigon get rid of rocks by any means. Rocks have to stay. Like, so many of the damage rolls on Dragapult and Landorus rely on rocks damage. 2 shots become 1 shots. And again, if I get rocks up, Shadow Sneak 1 shots Blacephalon from Kecleon. So, rocks are the name of the game here. I am willing to int my Empoleon for that reason. I have Kecleon with Iron Tail. I have Raikou with my own Calm Mind. I have Banded Landers to break through, and Infernape, I can break the Kebia Berry if it's like the last option. And if he brings if he brings Giga Drain again, he can't hit Infernape with Comfey. So that's why I think he needs Sword Power. But again, even if he brings a team that's like worst case for me, which is the one that I'm expecting right here, even if he brings this team, as long as I can keep Gallade from SDing, I think I'm okay. Again, it's a long video. I know. I didn't do team builders all season because I don't know. I don't really like leaking especially since this season we did double round robin. I didn't want to leak my strats for people and my reasonings during the season because it's like, why the fuck would I do that when I have to play them again later in the season and then also potentially again in playoffs? So I didn't do team builders for that reason because I didn't want to leak my strats for potential playoffs. But now that we are in playoffs and I do this, I'm okay because if I beat Tanner and I play MNAS or JC, these same thinking strategies aren't the same for their teams. It's a very different matchup for them. So, yeah. I'm feeling very good about my matchup. Probably better than I should feel, considering last time he kind of ran my asshole. But again, last time, I literally I saw Comfey setting up, and I just didn't have the proper measures in place. And as good as Audino is, it's just set up fodder for Gallade, and I can't let Gallade get an SD up. So again, 3 choice items. Choice Scarf, Specs, and Band. And we got our own setup with Calm Mind Raikou. So that is the team. It is currently Monday at 1:20. You guys can see down here. I'm not lying. I'm literally prepping on Monday and recording this on Monday. But again, yeah, that is my team for Tanner. And this is what I'm expecting him to bring. Again, this could be Kebia. Kebia would probably make a little bit more sense just because of the gunk shot from Infernape. But I think he has to be a defensive Hydreigon to get rid of rocks, because if he doesn't have defog, oh lord, these rocks are going to go absolutely nuts. They're going to go crazy. So again, and last little side note, again, if he goes modest Nihilego, my Landers outspeeds, which is massive. Again, I'm expecting him to have Hidden Power Ice on his Nihilego this time, just so he can one-shot my Lando. But if I find out he's modest, it's over. It's fucking over. Yeah. Anyway, that is going to be the team builder for Tanner. I just hope I make it out of semifinals this season, because last season I lost to JC. I was second seed again last time, and I'm second seed again. I'm making it to finals. I have to make it to finals this time. And I'm gonna stop rambling. That was the team for Tanner. I'm gonna upload this the same time that I upload my actual game versus Tanner. So again, yeah, it's currently Monday. I don't know if we're playing Saturday or Sunday yet. We haven't even talked about when we're playing, but the nerves are here, to say the least. The nerves are fucking here. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully we can pick up a big W here, and like, I guess I'll say this at the end just to close it off. But even if I lose to Tanner, like, I'm gonna be extremely disappointed in myself, obviously. But like, looking at this team that I drafted this season, I think this is probably the best team I will ever draft. I'm just like, the synergy and everything is ridiculous. Like, I have two of the best mix attackers in league format in Dragapult and Infernape. Insane that I got both. Shaman is very good. It can be offensive or defensive. Can be utility as well with things like Worry Seed and Tailwind. Hits hard with Seed Flare. Hitmontop is just super good low tier value. Kecleon and Sableye I love a lot. Kecleon's easily been my MVP person. Like, he's like Landers. He just fits in. Landers has been the Landers and Polion core is disgusting. That duo, it's perfect type synergy. It is amazing. And Audino, again, I'm kind of hurt that Audino can't come to this game because I really want to win with Audino. But Audino has helped in the regular. Again, I can bring it in finals. I know there's still one more game, but I'm just saying, worst case, I lose to Tanner. Audino is such a good mega. There's a, like, last night we did the tier changes. I guess I'll pull it up now because why not? Last night we did the tier changes with me, Tanner, and Preston, and they agreed that Audino is probably a tier 3 mega. And I'm just glad I could even if I lose, just seeing Audino move up to tier 3, that hits right here in the heart, man. Like, I knew Audino was gonna be super sleeper. I knew it was gonna be really good, and just seeing it perform really well and have such a good season, it really does make me happy. A couple other Pokemon on my team also got moved up, like Infernape. He got moved up to tier 1. Raikou got moved up to tier 2. And I don't believe anything else on my team got moved up besides those 3. Yeah, so I got 3 Pokemon on my team moved up. Dragapult, someone's gonna draft it next season, even with all the new Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet and Legends Arceus. I think Dragapult is a mainstay. No one drafted it in Season 1. I have no idea why, but Dragapult, I think, will be a mainstay that gets drafted every season from now on, just because I've shown off so many cool sets with it. Honestly, I think every Pokemon on my team should be looked at to be drafted next season. I mean, cocky as that is, I think I've proven that all these Pokemon can be usable. Obviously, Sableye, a little bit less because I'm just a simp for Prankster. I think Prankster's such a fun and cool ability to use. But I think all the other ones, like, they're really good. Like, Celebi's tier 3 now, so maybe people get Celebi over Shaman, but I still think Shaman's better than Celebi. But anyway, I'm rambling. Just kind of wanted to say, even if I lose to Tanner, like, the team difference in drafting from this season 1 team to this season, I feel extremely proud of. Like, this team compared to this team, I drafted so much better. My team was so much more versatile, and I made it to semis with a tier 4 mega, and I got it moved up to tier 3. So even if there's nothing else to be happy at, I got all no some respect. And at the end of the day, that's I love that. So again, that's kind of my farewell message to my team. If worst case manages to happen, but I'm feeling pretty confident in my game against Tanner, and I'm excited for playoffs. So again, long ass 41-minute video, but that's what you get when I do my team builders and I ran at the end. So again, I hope for a good set against Tanner. And I think it's probably going to go to a game 3. Probably game 3. So yeah, I'm going to get out of here. See you guys later.